Hello people, my name is Emmanuel Sebastian and trust you all had a fantastic weekend, and I welcome you to another fantastic edition of the Players Roundup show on Naijafootballers TV. Well, while some leagues wrapped up or have wrapped up, while other major leagues in Europe are approaching mid-season and probably a winter break, with Nigerian footballers at the peak of every action. Well guys, this past weekend, there's a team in Europe who had 4 Nigerians in their starting lineup, and also 3 Nigerians got a brace for their club side over this past weekend. So guys, all this and more on this edition of the Players Roundup show on Naijafootballers TV. So guys, stick around and I'll be back after this. Alright guys, so let's begin the roundup proper in the English capital, and I'm talking about Queen's Park Rangers, where Luke Amos, when I say Queen's Park Rangers, I'm not talking about a very easy or Bright or Saeed this time around. So it's Luke Amos. He got a brace for Queen's Park Rangers this past weekend in the English Championship. They were playing against Barnsley, and Luke Amos got QPR's first and second goal. They lost that game by 5-3, with Bright or Saeed Samuel getting the assist for QPR's third goal in the game. So good one for Luke Amos. Luke Ayodele Amos rather. He's on loan from Tottenham Hotspur, so getting game time with Queen's Park Rangers in the English Championship. Now staying in the UK, let's travel for a short trip to Scotland, where Jonathan Obika was on the score sheet for St Mirren in the Scottish Premiership. It was a thrilling game. It was a 3-3 game against Livingston right there in Scotland, and Jonathan Obika got the assist for St Mirren's first goal. And at some point in that game, they trailed by 3-1, and it was a late show from Obika again, who got a brace in the second half to put the game 3-3 apiece for both teams. So fantastic one for Obika getting on the score sheet for St Mirren in Scotland. Now from Scotland, we travel to France, where one man loves to assist more than he scores, and that man is Moses Simon. He got an assist for Nantes this past weekend in the French Ligue 1. They were playing away from home to Nimes in France, and he got the assist for Nantes' only goal. They won that game by 1-0. So make that 4 assists for the season and 2 goals for Moses Simon in the French Ligue 1. Now from Moses Simon, we travel to Greece for the first time on the show, and we talk about Brown Ideye. He was on target for his club side, Aris Thessaloniki, in the Greece Super League. Now he scored the first and Aris' only goal in that game. They lost that game by 3-1. So Brown Ideye scored the only goal for his club side, Aris Thessaloniki, in that game. So he's 4 goals so far in the Greece Super Liga for Brown Ideye. He's 31 years old now, and he's had spells in major leagues across Europe. I'm talking about West Brom in the English Premier League, and Dynamo Kiev in Ukraine, with Sochaux in France, and as well with Malaga in Spain. And he even had a brief spell with Tianjin Teda in the Chinese Super League. So guys, from Greece now, let's travel to Hungary, where Tunde Adeniji was on target for his club side Debreceni in Hungary. And now they were trailing 3-0 in that game, and Adeniji pulled one back for Debreceni, but they later on conceded the 4th goal. So they lost that game by 4-1. So a solitary goal for Tunde Adeniji in the Hungarian MB1, or the OTP Bank Liga, like it's normally called now for sponsorship reasons. So that's the top division of football right there in Hungary. So from Tunde Adeniji, guys, let's travel to Belgium, where Paul Onuachu started ahead of his compatriot Steven Odier in the Belgian First Division and scored the 6th goal of the season as Genk won that game by 4-1. Onuachu got the 2nd goal in that game. So it's great to see the big target man again on the score sheet for his club side Genk in Belgium. So fantastic one for Paul Onuachu. Okay, so from Paul Onuachu, we'll stay in Belgium, but this time we'll move to Club Brugge, where Emmanuel Dennis was also on target for his club side against KV Mechelen in the Belgian First Division. He started ahead of his compatriot David Okereke and scored Club Brugge's 2nd goal in that game. It was a game they won by 3-0, and it was a lovely backheel finish from Emmanuel Dennis, getting himself on the score sheet. And he was asked post-match to describe the goal, and he said he watched Luis Suarez score similar kind of goal for Barcelona in the Spanish La Liga, and he tried to replicate that, and luckily for him, he pulled that off. So fantastic goal for Emmanuel Dennis in the Belgian First Division. Now, it's one thing to have competition for places in your club side, and I'm talking about 2 Nigerians competing for places, both in terms of international football and club football, and those players are Emmanuel Dennis and David Okereke competing for places out there in Club Brugge in Belgium, and also Paul Onuachu and Steven Ode also competing for places, even though Onuachu has had more caps than Ode when it comes to international football. So competition for places, both locally and club-wise, for these Nigerian players. So guys, from Belgium, we'll travel to Turkey, where Olarewaju Kayode gave an explosive performance for his club side FK Gaziantep in the Turkish Superliga. It was an assist and a brace. Remember I said 3 Nigerians got a brace, so Kayode Olarewaju is the 3rd Nigerian who got a brace this past weekend for his club side. So it was an explosive performance for Kayode Olarewaju in the Turkish Superliga. So they won that game by 3-0. He got the assist for the first goal and scored the other 2 goals in the game, making it 3-0 and his 5th goal for the season in the Turkish Superliga. So guys, from Turkey, we traveled to Switzerland where Tosin Ayegun was on target for his club side FC Zurich in the Switzerland Super League. He plays for FC Zurich and he scored the 2nd goal. It was a game they won by 3-0 against St. Gallen in the Switzerland Super League. So good one for Tosin Ayegun, the right-footed striker, getting on the score sheet for FC Zurich. And guys, finally, let's head back to England. Freddie Ladako was on target for Rotherham United away from home in a 2-2 draw against Southend United in the English League One. Now remember guys, I told you at the beginning of the show that there is a team who had 4 Nigerians in their starting lineup, and that team is Rotherham United. They had Freddie Ladako, who started as a forward. They also have Matthew Olusunde, who played as a fullback, Chiedozie Ogbeni as an attacking midfielder, and the captain of the side, Michael Ihekwe. But it was Freddie Ladako who scored his 8th goal of the season and the equalizing goal for Rotherham United. So 4 Nigerians starting that game for Rotherham United in the English League One. So guys, that's a wrap on the Players Roundup, on this edition of the Players Roundup show. And guys, like we always do, it's time for the Player of the Week segment on this edition of the Players Roundup show on Naijafootballers TV. And I'll be right back. The Player of the Week on this edition of the Players Roundup show on Naijafootballers TV is Olarewaju Kayode. Now guys, it's a difficult one for us because we had 3 Nigerians who scored a brace this past weekend, talking about Obika and Luke Amos for QPR. But Olarewaju Kayode's brace and an assist was match winning. You want to say, it was a game they won by 3-0. So his goals claiming all 3 points for his club side Gaziantep FK in the Turkish Superliga. Unlike Obika, they drew that game by 3 apiece against Livingston in the Scottish Premiership. And Amos, it was a loss for them by 5-3. So Kayode Olarewaju's goal ended up with greater importance or greater significance for his team Gaziantep FK in the Turkish Superliga. So make that 5 goals and 4 assists in 11 appearances for Olarewaju Kayode and his club side Gaziantep FK, who are currently 10th with 20 points in the Turkish Super League standing, having played a game more than the team just below them in the standing. So congratulations to Olarewaju Kayode for winning the Player of the Week on this episode of the Players Roundup show on Naijafootballers TV. And guys, with that, we've come to the end of the Players Roundup show on Naijafootballers TV. And like I always say guys, the show is always interactive, so drop a comment on whichever platform you see this video, being on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, or on our YouTube channel. So drop a comment, share your thoughts about these players. If there's any player you want us to shed more light on, or if there's any player you feel had a better performance than all these players we've mentioned. So guys, don't hesitate to drop us a comment. And don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Naijafootballers on YouTube, and turn on notifications for premium Nigerian football content. Guys, I am Emmanuel Sebastian, and like I always say guys, attitude is a little thing, or it might be a little thing, but it plays a major role to whatsoever you do in life. So guys, stay safe guys, enjoy the rest of the week. Emmanuel Sebastian signing out.